Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Inside Line Racing and to the ILR5 Baku Grand Prix here in Azerbaijan. And it's raining again. I think it's safe to say the rain curse is with me. It follows me wherever I go. But yeah, it's gonna be wet for about 10 minutes, so we might see some dry running at the end. But anyway, I'm your commentator OMY, and with me, as Johnny retires, is Josh. And now that looks like a bit of a disaster, doesn't it?
Oh, what? I placed grid penalty. Oh dear.
Yeah. Johnny then out of the session, and you can see Salah has a broken front wing. And apparently that's a ghosting issue. That could have been a ghosting issue because obviously people struggling in the wet conditions, maybe just having a bit of a nightmare there. No,
Johnny then getting the penalty.
No, I think it was Salah. I'll need to check though.
Right. Yeah, it was Salah.
We're seeing yellows quite a lot. Hines, Beams, Jack Gooding, Jamie Podium. Loving.
Was has gone into the escape road somewhere. I think
Well,
that's the after section.
Was doing was things.
Indeed. Best way to put it, really.
There's a lot of. Oh, you can see him there as MK Bourne comes through, and that could cause a bit of a disaster for him.
Oh, he's got out the way, I think.
The two Mercedes boys did not do themselves any favours there.
Deep, he didn't. But hasn't even set a lap yet.
Nope. We are nearly 5 minutes into the session and we haven't seen a single lap yet, as Wise now retires. Oh no.
Disaster.
That is a bit of a disaster. As
Noel
says the fastest lap then. Nice.
Not exactly your 135.
Well, then again,
pace,
it's just not exactly dry either, is it?
Yeah, not exactly. It's getting there though. I'm seeing the sun somewhere hiding, maybe. But
I'm watching Carriage here. He's in a Force India now. I swear he wasn't in there last time, but anyway, we'll watch him at the end of his lap. Sure, see how he gets on in conditions. Bastos is currently quickest. Only 2 times on the board though, so let's not jump the gun too early on fastest drivers.
This rain does fade away.
Oh,
and I think it will be. It might just be a case of being like a who can get out the latest or who can get a lap in.
Yeah, well, in other news, we've got Carriage actually went into the wall there. Bit of a nightmare.
Is that J-Bob out on Super Softs already?
No, it's not.
Oh, he's in the garage. I think that might be Spiegel. He's in the garage. He's waiting. He's just gonna sit there and wait. I think until his time comes.
Yeah. Well, you can see the rain is a little bit lighter. In fact, it's almost stopped now. You could say, really, it's getting close to that point.
Pretty much.
Anyone close to the end of their laps, I wonder.
Bill in the McLaren is just going to the back straight now.
Yeah, but he's not pushing on that, and the rain has stopped. The rain has stopped now, so I imagine he won't really fancy going too much further anyway. Maybe he's about to start a new lap, and that, yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare there.
Is he going to come in?
No, he's
going to
dead
complete the
out.
lap.
And well, I put some P6, but was it really worth it? Questionable.
I'm sure he'll come in now. Sitting there like most others, waiting for the rain to go away.
We've got a Fun Aid. I'll go with that. On his inters, will he actually finish the lap or will he just pit?
Go on.
About to find out.
Oh wait, no, he's already like 2 minutes, so I'm thinking he's going to come in.
Yes. Didn't even notice that, but maybe he'll try a lap.
Gonna carry on.
Yeah, we'll try a lap. Yep. So that means we are going to see some tyre strategy, which is obviously superb for me and Josh, because it means we get to cheat in our ILR3 strategy. We get a brilliant cheat sheet, you could call it, really, of strategy for dummies. So,
I
yeah.
mean, it's definitely gonna. Well, it's interesting to see the pace difference on the different tyres and the different conditions and the wear on the quality, and it's so many factors that come into it now with the rain in the session. But
Yeah.
who knows what people are thinking at the moment? All of them just sitting in the pits, thinking about all that. What do I do now? This wasn't in the plan. Panic.
Help.
But yeah,
Help
yeah.
needed.
Send help, please. But
Send ambulances.
yep,
Ambulance.
many ambulances. But yeah, I mean, it will be entertaining to watch. I can tell you that at least.
So, the rain is fully just gone. The track is dry now. So, DRS is enabled. So, we'll be
That's
seeing
a sign.
some dry times coming soon. But first, we'll see Bastos set the fastest lap. Here he comes to the line, and by 5/10 he tops the timing sheets. But really, it's not going to last for very long.
Yeah, I'm coming now.
Yeah, but they're on inters. People who have come out, like Jamie, for example, has just come out.
Yeah, it's a bit early.
It's on the
Yeah,
wrong.
I
Yeah,
guess he's.
it's on the wrong tire, isn't it? So.
Yeah, hopefully he hasn't been it, to be honest.
No, yeah,
Not a good stuff.
that would help. And we got some horrific sounds coming from that car. Unfortunately, nice to see that nothing works in this game yet.
Of course not. Why would anything work?
Yeah, I know. It's quite funny how everything worked in the eSports, but nothing works here.
Oh no, of course not.
Who could have saw that coming? Like,
Oh,
and
Jamie getting a bit sideways.
yeah.
I'm really, I respect Jamie. He's got balls going out in these conditions on the softest tyre.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why the graphics were saying he was on inters though. Because normally, what you go by is that, oh, always believe the graphic, but the graphic is wrong on the left. It says ultras on the right, and on the screen it says ultras. You know, if this isn't an example of how weird and wonderful this game is it going to bother to tell me the tires, or is it going to tell me the best tires? That's what I've done wrong. There we go, that's better. My fault, not the game's fault. Ah, well.
Oh, there's two people in the escape road there. Brilliant.
One. Oh,
Oh,
Jamie!
Jamie's in the wall.
That went well.
He got wing
That's
damage
gone
there, but
about as well as my attempts at broadcasting there. Apologies. I never have it set onto best. That's a disaster, that is. But, yeah, Jamie's lap is ruined, so let's try and figure out who's further on a lap. What about J-Bob? How far is he gone? He's just starting it now, isn't he? Shapalili starts one as well. Yeah, we'll watch Shapalili. He hasn't binned it yet. He's on at the supers. You can see quite a lot of drivers are on the supers as well. 4 different tyre compounds. I can see on the little ladder to the left. Not very often you'll see that this season. And it won't last for very long either.
Rainbow. Absolute rainbow in the tyre strategy.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, these times should be well into the 130s now.
I think Jamie is going to come down to the end of this lap, unless he comes in now. But I reckon he'll have enough time to finish it off and come back in.
Well, he hit the wall as well. Maybe it won't be the most competitive lap. That's why I'm watching his teammate instead. But sure, let's see. Let's see Jamie towards the end of the lap anyway. He will finish it. Yeah, but it's a 144. Oh, here's Bill. Here comes Bill to start one as well, I think. So we'll watch him a little bit later. Yellow's in sector 2 again. That's becoming quite a theme already in this session. Hopefully the same can't be said with a race, because that would just not end well, to be honest. Only lost 2 people from the session, Wise and Johnny, who both had some incidents. And Shapalili backs off. Of course he does.
Yep. He was very cautious until that. but
I see J-Bob, he was pretty far through the lap. Might have got a little bit of assistance there actually if he got past Chapelili on the straight. So it should be the purple lap right now, and it is by 9 cents of a second.
provisional problem with supers. For now, J-Bob is on pole.
But there's still just under 5 minutes to go in the sessions. That's another 2 laps really the drivers will get. And a lot can and will change in that time.
As much as it's hard to believe, qualifying hasn't actually started yet technically, because the conditions are still getting better and better. And it will probably be mayhem right at the very end, because everyone's going to be out on track trying to set that best that they can. Hopefully the traffic isn't an issue. With everyone backing up probably, I can imagine.
I think Bill might have just hit the wall again. He's gonna finish the lap anyway, I think. No, is he? Yes.
Oh, he's just got the toe, he's got the toe. Yeah, he's gonna go pole, is that? Yep, he's gone pole, 4 tenths.
Yeah, that'll be beaten, I think, still as well. Better than Sniper for the last corner.
Second and a bit maybe left to be what do you call it? Get back from the conditions.
to find.
Yeah, to find the track to give yet. But maybe it's still going to be a bit damp out there in places.
Just stop talking.
The words aren't coming out very well.
I can tell.
I'm nervous for later. That's what it is.
Joe goes quickest into the 37. So he goes. Gazaman now for the last corner. He comes, and we'll see where he puts himself. Well, we see everybody in the 36s, I wonder. That's probably their target, and it might be a little bit difficult to reach, but we'll see who gets closest.
Jeez! Bill just had a massive incident.
Oh dear. If that front wing wasn't ruined before, it's absolutely been murdered there. And that could be his qualifying over there. I don't think he's got enough time.
Yeah, I think he's going to want to come to the end of this lap. He's at the wall again.
Well, he better not bin it, like, out fully. Just wouldn't be fair on
he's looking to improve, though. Yeah, he's already to about 140, yeah.
Of course he isn't going to improve, he's just broke his front wing off.
Yeah, I think that's probably over for him, sadly.
Yeah, not enough time to get back in the pits and get it all changed. So, we watch Noel then. He's on Ultras. So it will be very interesting to see exactly where he ends up. You'd expect to be right up there, but with that time from Joe, maybe he'll want to get him on that. But you can see other ultra runners weren't particularly close. Maybe Joe's just got that big of a pace advantage, but we'll see anyway. Nearly heading to the end of the second sector now, and Yellow's again in sector 2. He should have run along the wall. You can get away with that on this track. It won't really harm you too badly as long as you don't stick with the wall for too long. And look at that. I think Noel might get a little bit of slipstream.
That was a bit close.
Does he get slipstream here? I have to ride on board just to see where the car is. Too far away. So it's going to be Joe or Noel going on his own there. And we'll see to the line. Is it Paul? P2, 3 tenths off, and on the ultra soft tyre.
I'll tell you what, Joe, in those supers, he's going to be in a prime position at the start of the race if he can keep that pole position.
Wise already accepting his defeat to Joe in this race, it appears. He wants that one stop though. He wants the one stop though, so maybe he can do something interesting with that.
It might be a wise decision, especially starting on fresh tyres. That's definitely going to play as an advantage in the race.
But which ones will it be, do you think? Will it be supers or ultras or even the softs? Could they work take
I mean,
them.
if you're starting outside the top 10, it's probably best to suggest not starting on the softest tyre because you want to give yourself that advantage having an easier, well, smoother ride throughout the race rather than, you know, getting the back end out.
I think
I don't know.
Sirlane.
Some people are different.
Sirlane just went P5, but look at Chapelini on the softs, up into P4.
Right.
Wow.
Oh,
And
everyone's come to the line now. It's carnage.
yeah. Here's Jimmy. Can he stick himself on pole position? I think the chat will go absolutely crazy if he can, but he's just not anywhere near it actually. Oh.
Temp.
Moving swiftly on from that. I think Noel, is he still on a lap? No, he's not. So we're waiting on Little Piece then. Here he comes to the line. Session is over. Let's see where Little Piece goes. He had a good few qualifying sessions so far this season, but it's only P9 for now. And Sirlane is on a lap.
Yeah, he hit the castle a bit there. Might have been lag, but it looked like he made a little bit of contact.
Well, he's going to be the last across the line, which theoretically means he had the best conditions, but we'll see. As the track gets ever warmer, ever drier. Could this be pole? He's 2/10 up on his last lap. Remember, he's on the supers, and that will put him right up there into P6, which is probably his target. Wouldn't be too bad of a lap for him. And as he comes through the final corner now, onto the main straight, the DRS is going to be open. He's almost out of ERS here, so he might slow down a bit towards the line. But anyway, Sirlane, here he goes. It's a P6, I think it was,
P7.
or it's a P7.
On the steering wheel there, yeah, P7. They'll take it though.
Well, that is qualifying over then for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and carnage is about to ensue.
Is it raining though? That's the question.
No, it's dry. Yeah, I've been told, I've been given intel, it's dry. But yeah, here's your grid. Joe, Noel, Carriage, Funade, Sumalana Taja, Gazaman, Sirlane. I nearly left the session, that would have been disasters. Gazaman, Sirlane, Chapelili, Little Piece, Bastos, Bill, Salah, Jamie. Remember, Salah has a penalty for the 70 to that, but Jamie is 12th. MK Bourne 13th. Erlandine 14th. Veteran Sniper 15th. And then I think J Bob is the 16th. And then that'll be where Salah ends up 17th.
Yep. Right. This should be very interesting. Yeah, interesting. Interesting is the right word, I think.
So then, the strategy is going to be, once again, one of the main points of interest. It's sort of the way it's been working this season, thanks to the way the game works. And it shall certainly be one of the talking points, I imagine, by the end of the day. Because you've got Chapelili up there on the soft compound tyre, which is a pretty handy tyre to be on. If you want to go for some long runs, have some pace at the end.
You can avoid the carnage, that's definitely going to be probably the best strategy in the top 10, I'd say. Because you're having the softest tyre on your second stint.
Well, I mean, luckily he is in a good spot. Like you say, there's no carnage, just to be fine. But I mean, P8, that's not too bad. Like, he's in the middle of the pack, but you know, he's got Jamie behind him, so he won't crash him off. He's got White behind him, so he won't crash him off. So you know, he's in a great position. And the tyre choices then: Joe qualified on the supers, Noel on ultras, Carriage and Funny on supers, Simulana Chaja and Gaza on ultras, Sirlane supers, Chapelili softs, and then 9th down to 15th for on the supers, and J Bob Salah on softs, and Wise and Johnny on the supers as well. So it's quite a big range. Only 3 drivers in the grid on the ultra soft tyres.
Very, very interesting.
Very interesting. And yes, I think it's going to stay dry. It doesn't look like it's going to rain at any point during this race. So
J-Bob.
it's quite handy actually. That formation lap basically went off just at 7 PM, you know? Proper, like real F1 that. Get well starting off on the R, or at least the way it used to be.
Proper stuff there.
Maybe,
we're all about being efficient and...
Yeah,
like,
we made a late start work to our advantage and got started right on 7 at the dot.
It was all part of the plan.
Yes, we definitely planned this.
Just like we planned it to rain in qualifying.
And everything else that went wrong. But still, they're heading to the grid now, and we should be getting the start shortly. And hopefully, I've seen other league races this week, or just in general in this game, where the starts have been quite chaotic. So hopefully we don't get chaos, let's say. I want a good start, but I don't want to see half the field wiped out.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Joe's thinking about...
He's praying.
He's going to get caught up in any incidents, because he'll definitely be hoping for the win today, after getting pole.
Well, he's certainly one of the title contenders, isn't he? He's got some really good pace, and I think he's a race winner already this season from Bahrain, if I remember correctly. So, or was it Bahrain? I don't know. I think he won at some point. Was it China?
In China.
Yeah, he won in China. I think someone else actually might have won in Bahrain. I'll try and get that for you at some point during the race. But anyway, they're getting ready for the start now. Only one person got disqualified on that. That wasn't too bad actually. And yeah, here we go then. Waiting for the lights, which are taking an extraordinarily long amount of time. And here we go. 4 lights and now 5 lights in Baku. They're away. Decent start from Joe. Pretty poor from Noel there in the middle. Might get swamped a bit into turn 1. A few dive bombs, some contact, but looks like everyone's okay. And as I say that, they've absolutely all completely and utterly collapsed. It's all gone wrong. Virtual safety cars out, and 3 drivers out of this race. Utter carnage. Look at that. What a mess. And literally, just as I was saying,
oh my goodness me! Yeah,
just
the little piece was a part
just as I was saying, how good and clean they were gonna be, it absolutely all went wrong. So we've lost. I want to see if anyone's ghosted. No one else is in trouble, I don't think, really. We got J-Bob in a bit of trouble. MK Bourne in trouble. Who got the penalty there?
Johnny got a driver. I think he was speeding under the yellows there.
I think Sir Lane might have got one as well, did he? 5 seconds or something for... I saw someone got one during all the carnage. And Bill's crashed it in the castle during a virtual safety car. Or are we green again? We are green again, actually. So that'll be why he's binned it.
Oh, right,
yeah, they don't really give you much warning about that, do they? And you would say that probably should still be a virtual, because in fact it's a car.
A lot of penalties. There's a stop go for Selene, there's a stop go for Little Pieces, a stop go for MK Bourne, stop go for J-Bob, stop go for Selene again.
What, has everyone just got a stop go? Because they crashed, they passed crashing cars. That's a bit mean, isn't it? Funny out of the race as well.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't part of the plan. Either.
Yeah.
Certainly. Carry on anyway.
Certainly into the pits. I don't think he's got a front wing on that car, so he's going to take his penalty now, or at least one of his penalties now. And you got J-Bob right on the back of MK Bourne, who's going to win this fight into the pits. No front wing for one of them, and J-Bob with half a front wing thinks he can continue. So we'll see how that goes for him.
Why not? What type is he on? It's on the softs, so is he going to try and go long and then go on the supers, probably, I would imagine, rather than spending 18-20 laps on the softs on the no front wing.
But the good news for the die-hard ILR fans out there is that Jamie up to P7, so good stuff. And he's right on the back of Simon I tell you.
Just Haas driver. That's how I wouldn't try.
Right, I said I'd call him Milan, and I haven't been, so yeah, rather than butchering your name, I'll just say Milan.
Shane,
And
you're really cautious into Castle there, I have to say.
looks like Noel's super sauce or ultra sauce might already be going. You can see he's 2.5 seconds off the lead. Oh! Milan has just died there. Really weird cross. He just lost the back end completely, and then ultra sauce dying after just one full lap of this race.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Completely honest.
Well, I mean, I didn't expect him to go that quickly, but there you go. Jamie
Can
then
I just say,
up to P6.
Johnny R 95, 12 positions. Just well done, my son. What an absolute legend you are. that is quality. That.
Here is Carriage trying to make it a Force India 1-2 here, and I'm sure he will be doing his utmost to get up there. He's not using that much ERS, he could be using more. In fact, Noel ahead of him is using more for his DRS zone, so we'll see if Carriage can still catch with a slipstream effect, but nothing really he could do about that. If he was to put his energy up, it would have helped a lot in that situation, but he didn't. He didn't.
J-Bob has come in.
So has Milan, unsurprisingly.
That long pit stop, 5 seconds top go, and a front wing change.
So, closest fight on the track is currently the fight for P2, and it's the only fight that the drivers are in DRS of each other for. I think Little Piece might be a little bit close to J-Bob, we'll have to see that later on, because they will certainly be a little bit closer coming out of the pits. There's actually 3 seconds, thought it might have closed a bit more, but anyway. Let's watch this. 4 tenths is the gap between second and third. It's currently a Force India 1 and 3, and with them Ultrasofts down on Noel, I wonder if Carriage is going to think about getting past in this lap. But right on board, into the last couple of corners he comes now, and you can just see how powerful that system is. It really should be no real issue, especially with Noel's tires really just gone, and into P2.
Really
into P2,
really
but for how long? For how long? Look at the run now that Noel's going to get. The DRS is going to actually pull Noel along as well. Down the inside he goes into turn 1, not quite going to make that one work.
You keep behind him now. Tuck into
he's into
that
the back almost.
DRS.
He was into the back there of the Force India driver, and
will he have another go though?
not close enough.
Up.
He's got more braking power, I think, but he just doesn't have the gap being right at the moment. But I'm sure if he can stick behind him, he'll get some nice slipstream and DRS. We're at the start of the next lap, and this battle might still have some life in it, but them tires certainly don't.
Indeed, they do not.
And Little Piece actually is close to J-Bob. It's now 7 tenths, so yeah. It's the fastest lap for the Toro Rosso driver as well, so he's having fun out there.
Yep, I think it is damage limitation now for someone like Little Piece after that chaotic start.
It is basically damage limitation for most of the drivers already. I mean, basically everybody down to P9, or everyone from P9 downwards has had issues.
Waft has had an incident.
So everyone from P8 then down to P19 have had issues. So only 7 cars have actually, only 7 cars know what they're doing around the streets of Baku right now, and the others are still getting to grips with it. But luckily we've still got 14 drivers in the race, and I'm sure they will still be going full throttle to the end of the race. But anyway, Little Piece is now 4 tenths behind only. And J-Bob looks to be struggling quite a bit. And this is the, I think, the closest fight on track right now. I can't see any others, so yeah, this is the one to watch.
He's gonna wait until they're on the back straight here. J-Bob gets a bad exit, but yeah, he's right on the back of him, going onto the straight now. His wife pits after his incident. I'm sure he got a bit of wing damage there, yep. Changing the wing.
Little Piece, look at that. He's all over the show there, trying to find space to get through. And onto the main straight they go. little piece alongside, and he's ahead. I just went off it, for goodness sake. He is ahead. So into turn 1, can J-Bob find a way back free, or is that fight over? I think that's fight over.
That's Was now just up ahead. That'll be little pieces next target.
Yeah,
although Was is going to the ultra softs there, yeah.
Well, that sort of ruins his race a little bit as well. They're going on them ultras. Maybe they'll die quickly as well. He wants to be careful on them.
Yeah, I don't know how long West thinks he can go on those ultras, but he'll definitely be looking at a 2-stop now then.
Yeah. So, lap 5 out of 26 here at Baku. It is a Force India 1-2 with Joe being the leading driver of them two. And Carriage P2, and I think Noel might be about to lose P3 here, as him and Gazaman both go into the pits. So that means Bastos is now going to be P3, and Jamie, look at that, to P4. So that means Erlandine probably 5th, Johnny 6th, Sir Lane 7th, Milan 8th, and so on.
And Gazaman's gone on to the super softs there, so he's going on a 2-stop.
2-stopper as well. With Noel ahead of all the softs. And look at that, look at Johnny. Is he going to get in between the two of them? I think he will.
Yeah,
oh, he's been hit.
A bit of wing damage. Yeah, Red Bull wing damage there, straight out of the pits, and he's already. Yeah, he's not going to be a happy boy.
Johnny, can he get past 2 cars in the space of a couple of short moments there? In turn 3. Oh, contact.
For the Haas.
And that's going to be into the wall, is it? Almost. I thought he was going to go straight on there, Noel. And there's a bit of contact on the exit. They're really going for this here. Into turn 6 now they go.
Red Bull's just having to sit back and watch here.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's in a wall.
Yep, he's lost it watching the racing in front of him.
Yeah, but instead he's now got himself to do a 3 or 4 point turn.
Yeah, he's doing a 1,000,000 point turn now in the streets of Baku. At least it's not Monaco. Think of that, son.
Yeah, hopefully no one crashes into. Oh my God, Johnny, into the wall as well. That's half of that McLaren front wing off to Narnia, and this is shambolic.
That's the top 3 now. The gaps between them all. Quite extreme now.
You know, it's only sort of the top 6 now that haven't had any form of incident really in this race so far. So, yeah.
Well, it looks like the supers, well, people are starting on the supers, are having a good time.
Gaza's just been overtaken again there. And, yeah. The early laps have been certainly a little bit chaotic, has to be said. But luckily, I mean, this is all helping the Jamie fanboy train absolutely going crazy, I'd imagine. The fact that everyone's crashing, that means Jamie's P4 is becoming more and more likely to be genuine.
And
Yellows as J-Bob is out of this race. No safety car as of yet.
What? Set the fastest lap though. Let's take a moment to admire the beautiful man. I just wanted to give him a moment. Just, yeah.
Nice and wise. You're in the top 10. You set the fastest lap you've been able to shake a little piece off you. Bad news is you're on ultras, so that means you got to pit again.
Yeah, you're gonna die. Just pit. But yeah, I gave you a moment, so.
Jamie, just off DRS, I think, on Bastos.
Will he be able to have a go into turn 1 without DRS? It's going to be tough for him.
That's a no.
One more lap. Yeah, he's going to save his DRS, I think.
No.
Yeah. You Jamie fans will have to wait a bit longer, but maybe, just maybe, he might get a podium.
Or maybe he won't, but we'll have to wait and find out.
Maybe. But the gap is increasing between the top 3.
Don't remind me.
Which isn't great yet. would be nice if, yeah, just yeah, bunch up, guys. Just yeah.
Well, I mean, all we
That'd be good.
need is the pit stops could get involved here. We could see stuff happen there, and who knows? Maybe we'll get a safety car at some point. You know, it's not out of the question. I mean, you could crash somewhere and it could cause one. It's very rare in this game, it has to be said, but you never know. I mean, Joe is just so dominant right now, and his teammate as well. Really good pace in the 2 Force Indies. You've got to give it to them. They are having a fantastic day so far.
Joe does have a warning though. He has one warning that could be vital. Later on in the race, we'll need if he gets 2 more.
Yeah.
Could be vital. Probably not, but it could be.
Well, with wearing tyres, it could become an issue at some point.
I think Bastos up ahead there had a bit of a dodgy exit out onto the straight, but Jamie's just still a bit too far behind to make any effect.
Yeah. Looks like Little Piece is still losing time to Wise. He's been able to get them 3 laps done now. Will be 4 at the end of this one, so Wise keeping them tyres good for now. But we'll certainly have to look at him at some point. In fact, we might as well have a look at him now.
I think Def will be coming quite soon. Not that I want to wish that upon Wes, but I'm sure he knows just as well that being on those tyres is quite risky.
Well, maybe his first challenge is going to come at the next series of turns. The final turn in particular is extremely difficult to get right. And you can see his rear end was not good. He couldn't really turn as much as he wanted to. He was more just sort of twitching at the steering wheel there, not wanting to turn too much, or else he would have crashed. And
I think the best thing for the stream now is to just see these ultras dying off, see the effect.
well, you know, actually, quite interestingly, he's got a soft tyre there on his rear left. So clearly, somebody down at the Mercedes garage has got the tyres completely wrong, and I don't know if the rear left is the most worn tyre or whatever, but they've given him an advantage. They put the hardest compound on the rear left, and you wouldn't see that happening in eSports either, would you?
No, you would not. Although, is that a glitch then? Is Was actually on the soft tyres?
No, it's a glitch. He's on the soft tyre, so he wouldn't be sliding about, but he's on this. I think it's on the ultras. He should be on the ultras.
Quite deep into that corner, and I think through Castle you'll be able to see it as Joe, the leader, pits.
Done. Look who's into the podium positions. That should be anyway.
Oh, Willie though. It's going to be side by side, I think.
Oh, for God's sake! I just had to say it, didn't I? Sorry, Jamie.
No, but he's going to get a good run.
Go on.
Will he go for it on Joe? Of course he will. It's Jamie.
It's Jamie. He'll kill someone for an overtake, and here he goes up the inside. Jamie actually backside of it. Oh.
Yeah, I think he didn't want to kill his wing there. I think the risk was too big. But yeah, I think Joe's gonna just wander off now then.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, it's fun while lasting. Let's go back to Wassie's death. Oh, has he died yet? Oh yeah, he actually has.
Yes, he actually has. Yeah, he's off to Narnia there, isn't he?
Oh yeah, oh, okay, yep, yep, reverse. Oh,
clear,
yep,
oh, nice driving there. Clearly the 10 oh, come on.
Okay.
Right.
Well then.
As if. I mean, it's not like he lost enough time as it is going off to Narnia for a while.
Oh,
he's now got a penalty for it as well.
Really?
And MK Bourne's had an issue as well, I think. He's lost positions as well.
Mercedes
To Mercedes.
Disaster.
It actually
no.
is Mercedes disaster class. Oh no. And yeah, clearly that soft tyre on the rear left has not held Wise in the slightest. And it's yeah.
Yeah, these tyres now are fully dead.
And he's got a
So
10-second
it'll
time
be-
penalty to try and deal with.
Not great.
Carriage into
As-
the pits and Jamie as well.
Force India putting their drivers out onto their second stints now.
Jamie will fall down to P6 and go on to some fresh, soft compound tyres. And Carriage is down in P4. Only 2 seconds behind the Williams of Erlandang.
I wonder now if Jamie will have an advantage on the soft tyres. Maybe he favours them over the softer tyre of this track. Who knows? Some drivers just are like that, where their raw pace comes out on the hardest of tyre.
He sort of has no choice though, does he? He's got no choice for what tyre he wants to go on to, because it'll force him to do 2, so he goes to do anything else. As Johnny pits for the same said soft tyres as well. And Bastos then and Erlandine, only guys out there not to have made a pit stop yet.
Joe, right on the back of Bastos now actually. I think Bastos might be coming in now though, so Joe's going to want to risk anything.
Well, still, I'm sure Joe will be relishing the opportunity of making an overtake for the lead again. And he's actually backed off. I mean, honestly, like, come on. Help me, guys, here. I try to pick it up. I try to pick it up, and you just always just stop. Aww.
Been able to get a toe from him. He was just looking for that extra advantage, and he sets the fastest lap.
Yeah.
With that.
Must be sandbagging there.
He's taken the dream away from Wax, although in the position Wax is in now, I wouldn't be surprised if he went onto another set of ultras.
Almost into the wall he went there, in fact. He went on board, but maybe sliding all around.
6 laps on ultras really like that. There must be at least 70%.
They're basically on the point of blowing up.
Yep. I want to see him go through this section and survive. Will he do it? No, he will not.
Oh!
Oh no, he lifted off massively. I'll give it to him.
Yeah,
he proved me wrong.
He did survive it. Is he going again? Is he? Oh, good.
No, surely not.
Oh,
surely
he
not.
is. Oh,
no, he actually is. Oh, Wes. Oh, no.
Wes.
Oh, Wes.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh, look how slow he is. He's trying to really keep this under control here. And he's gonna be passed by Gaza at this rate as well. So I don't know if Wise... Well, Wise probably still has a stream on. Maybe he's giving us something to watch. I like his helmet.
Yeah.
I haven't done this in a while, looking at people's helmets, but it's a very nice helmet there for Wise. Gotta give it to him.
When you're giving compliments about a driver's helmet, you know it's gone badly for them. Let's not sugarcoat anything here.
Oh, he's had another little slide. No, I do. It was like one of my main features last year. No one liked it though. But yep, like I said, he was sandbagging that last lap. He just sort of backed off and didn't want to pass anybody. Which I guess is sensible for his race. But...
Is that an ILR4 call up I'm hearing? I think it is.
Sorry, no chapter for you. Have a nice time. Anyway, here comes Gazaman, and this could get quite close between these two. And oh, look how much he's closing. Oh, he was tempted for the move. He was, but he just couldn't do it there. Wise holding on for now with what little rubber he's got left on them tires. I think he's going for a full drive so the tires explode here.
I'm gonna. Oh no. Oh, this isn't gonna end well, is it?
Oh, Gaz is gonna be so close into the wall. It goes Wise. Side by side. Down they go. Looks like Wise is starting to pull away.
Is he gonna come in? No, he's staying out again. What are you doing? Come on, man.
We're scared for your life. Here comes Gazaman. This is now for P9. There's more pistols happening around him.
He's going on the inside. Oh, he hit him. Oh, he spun around. Oh, Gazaman. Oh dear.
I've got no words really for that.
And he's picked up.
Well, at least Wise survives another attack then. And
yes. Well,
I don't really see why he had to crash there, unfortunately, there, but Gazzaman in the race then. So only down to 12 drivers now in this race, and you can see in the background Johnny under a little bit of pressure from NK Bourne. I'm sure we'll see that come to fruition later on. I mean, there's 2 laps fresher tyres, so and they're all going to be catching wise at a just a ridiculous rate. Look at the way he's driving now. He's actually getting a little bit dangerous there. Them tyres must be basically on the brink of explosion. Jesus.
What is like a magnet for destruction at this point?
Yeah.
I swear.
Go near Weiss, you're gonna die.
Oh no, his teammate. Oh, he's letting through. Okay.
Well, yeah, that would have really been a shambles if he'd crashed his own teammate off. Oh, look at that! His rear tire's gone.
Right, no, okay, no. So if he survives now, really, is he down?
Oh, look at this!
He's held it. He's gonna go again, isn't he? He is. He's a madman. He's gonna go again.
Get your halos at the ready, cause here comes.
Has he not punctured? No, he hasn't. No. Has he? No, he's coming in.
Aww.
He's finally come in. He's avoided death somehow. I'm actually quite impressed. He has managed to avoid death. Not gonna lie.
You got your 15 minutes of fame there, Weiss, and now you're gonna go on to the softs. Excuse me, just go into the supers. You might as well at this point.
Maybe he's just gonna end up going on ultras at the end anyway, trying to get that fastest lap.
Probably. Give himself something to do anyway. And there goes Joe to lap him? Or was that Carriage? Yeah, it was Joe. Wise.
Oh.
Right,
it just gets worse for him, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? He's got a 10-second penalty now. He's got that. He's also last. Bad day then for Weiss. But
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Although, if anyone else retires, Weiss is still going to get appointed.
Yeah, and there's still 12 laps to go, so there's always the potential. But let's just focus on Joe for now, because he has driven a fantastic race so far. Up there in the lead, 12.8 seconds clear. Easy.
He's going to be in Castle now. No, he's alright.
That would be scenes, like, well, you know.
I would feel gutted for him, because then I'd be worried for myself. If someone like Joe's going to bin it, then what chance do I have?
Yeah.
But,
bold prediction here. Josh is sweaty as heck for this track, and he feels like he's got a real chance at the ILR3 victory. So if you fancy watching Josh completely and utterly ruin everything and bottle it in the race and let me win the race instead, then tune in to ILR3 here on the ILR channel just after this race at 8 PM. And make sure you've subscribed and turned your notifications on. We hit 800 subscribers recently, and we're still rising. Next target 900. Let's get there.
Let's get it. Let's get that bread. But yeah, I completely agree with Farron, to be honest. I am gonna bottle it, and yeah, it's not well. It'll be interesting as Bastos now is getting the run on Null. Willie getting into turn 1 as Null's really defending it hard for the Stappen Ricardo situation. Hope it doesn't end that way.
We know how that ended.
He's in the wall. Guys, come on now. Like, we need to have words. Like,
we do actually. Like, we actually need to have words about this, because they're actually crashing every 5 minutes now. Like, every single fight has ended in a crash.
It really was unnecessary. The Toronto went wide, came back onto the track, and, well, set the hat into the wall, really. I'm sure he didn't mean it, but I'm sure Noel will have something to say about that, especially now I think he's got front wing damage.
The Jamie fan club is absolutely losing its mind.
Yeah, mind. I think Noel's gonna come in, isn't he? Otherwise he's gonna risk losing a wheel.
His life.
His life, wheel, positions, all of the above. Yeah, he'll be having words with Bastos after the race, for sure.
Oh!
He really needs to be careful now. If he doesn't go into pits, I'll be very surprised.
Oh, he's really.
Where he's going.
I don't know if he really cares anymore. He looks like he looks like a man who wants just to end, but he can't. Right, let's see through this last 2 corners he's about to go through now. Will he come out of them alive?
Please, please.
Ooh.
Yeah, good. Thank God for that. Now, come in. Don't risk it, please. None of us want you to risk it. As Jamie's going to get the toe, and the DRS. No, I think he's just out of DRS actually. But he's into P4.
Absolute masterclass. Jamie up
Indeed.
into P4.
Who would have thunk it? Well, I mean, all of us thought he was going to win, but oh well. Thought we'll have to
He
do for
could
now.
still win with the way this races went today. Anyone
Well,
could
if
win
Carriage
this.
gets in a battle, with Joe, they could both end up in the war.
Yeah, but that might need a bit of a masterclass. But hey, there's 10 laps including the one we're on, so I guess that could still happen. Sir Lane into the pits again. Where's he going to come out? MK Bourne's heading down the main straight now, so
yeah, he's going to try and PF it. That will be to the end on those supers then.
Yep. Well, the gaps have really started to be extended, unfortunately. Little Piece, I think, is the most likely person to make an overtake, and he's nearly 5 seconds, well, nearly 4 seconds now. He's starting to close in MK Bourne quite a lot, so we'll have a look and see how that one goes later on. And, yeah. It's a race of attrition today, let's say that.
Yeah, I mean, we're now basically down to half the field, and the gaps are all pretty big. So this is the dead stage of the race, I'm afraid, for you viewers. Might want to go get a bite to eat or drink, come back, see what carnival has entailed, but don't leave. We need you.
Okay. So, right, let's go back to watching Little Piece, I guess, because he's got some good pace. MK Bourne might be struggling again a little bit, but yeah, he's got he's got 9 laps including the one we're on right now. So fingers crossed, he will catch and we can have a little bit of a battle to watch. The cars today, I've got a little theory. Were the cars today made out of Legos?
Maybe. Knowing Codemasters, it wouldn't.
Let's get a bit active in the chat, right? Should we have had a safety car for that first lap crash? Also, also were the cars made out of Lego? That could be our little question in the chat. So, you know, do feel free to get involved.
The live polls are coming out in the live chat.
Yeah.
I've only just
Bill's
realised
car. Bill's car was toffee. Nice.
Oh, well. Interesting.
So,
I've only just. I don't know if you can see it the same as me, but I've been watching MK Bourne. I've seen he's on the softs, but I've only just realised on my screen he's actually on super soft.
yeah, he's on the softs. It's one of the Cody's brilliant glitches.
Yeah.
Comments. Jess says that it should have been a safety car on lap 1 instead of the VSC, and fully agree with that. Really, that's just something Cody's need to look at, I think. But anyway, let's continue.
I don't think it could have been a lot worse in terms of, well, 4 cars facing the wrong way, 3 of which
Noel sets,
wheels.
Noel sets the fastest lap of the race, I think. Who's in the chat? Oh god. Svetsalar will be thrilled with that. And a little piece to gap now, 3.5 seconds, just isn't closing, is he?
I think he's, yeah, he was, but now I think the gap is staying the same, if not building. Sadly for Little Piece.
Aww.
Maybe got wing damage. Is his car right there?
Who?
Little piece.
I don't
Has he
know.
got wing damage?
It looks fine on the left.
Yeah. Alright.
Nah, he's all
Yeah.
good. He's all good.
Just losing time.
He's gaining
Just
it back
needs to
though.
up his game. Come on. Push, man. Last stages of the race. Need that P9. Could be
Yeah.
crucial for the championship.
But yes, like I say, do get involved in the chat. There are 28 people here, so like I say, feel free. Have a bit of fun in the chat if you please. I'll be reading them, so don't be mean and stuff. You know, Bill's saying there again. Actually, saying he needed the safety car on that one because I think basically everyone needed a safety car on that one so they could fix their cars. The lack of a safety car for 3 cars all binning it in the same place has ruined this race a little bit because we had so many cars in trouble because of that. It damaged them so much it just meant half the field was out of contention instantly. You know, at this point we only really have one person in contention for the victory, and that is because of the lack of a safety car on that one, in my opinion.
Yeah, Joe's really going to want to be careful as well now, because he knows how big of a gap he's got. I'm sure Jeff will be in his ear telling him, just bring it home now.
Nah,
avoid
Jeff is drunk or something. I don't think he knows what he's talking about half the time. He'll probably tell him he's under pressure. Okay, so push now, you got some extra fuel, use it please.
Well, he is his teammate. I mean, that would also come into play, I would imagine, even if he was right up close to him.
Yeah.
You don't really want them fighting P1 and 2 right at the end. But who knows? What?
Chill Drive in the comments as well. He's probably not actually, that's a very good point. The Force Indies have turned up this season, basically in most tiers, you know.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to see another Force India victory today. Big Samuel in ILR3.
Yeah.
Big Samuel ILR3 won last week in China. That's never going to happen again. And yeah.
No, you're watching win Monaco like he did last year. Back on F1 2017.
That was such a good drive, to be fair. Madness.
Yeah, that move on Liam was definitely one to remember.
Risque. But all worked out in the end. But like I say, never gonna happen again.
You never know. Sounds a quick driver.
Oh, I tell you what.
veteran in ILR.
I think Joe really is still pushing, to be fair. He was getting close to the wall there. Someone hit it would really throw this race up in the air. But yes,
just thinking earlier. Oh, sorry. Go on.
To send 25 people in the stream with us, so thank you for sticking with us, and once again I'll plug the league again, you know, make sure you subscribe and all that, notifications, so you never miss a live race and all that. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, I was just thinking earlier about what it's like for the veterans that started out league racing in ILR back on 2016. How many races it must have been now? Like in total, like it must be, well, quite high now, I would imagine.
What, the league overall?
Well, I mean, just if you started out season 1, race 1, and you're up to this point still racing, how many races must that have been throughout that time?
Listen, something's happened. Wise, I don't quite know what he's doing, but he's lost.
Why?
He's in Narnia again.
He's going down this stage where he's reversing onto the track. What's happened now?
He's lost.
Has he been disqualified? I think he's been disqualified.
No, he hasn't been disqualified. Has he been
He's turning
disqualified?
his
He
wheel
can't
like a
have been
madman.
What is he doing? Just get it moving again, come on! You can do it! Yes,
I'm
he has.
pretty sure.
He's driving like a disqualified car would.
Yeah. Oh no, no, he's still going. Yeah. Go on, Mark. So he needs to pit now onto the ultras. Now would be a good time to go onto the ultras. So Do it, Lash. Get that fastest lap. I know you can do it. Save your ERS, save your fuel. Get on a set of those ultras. Bang in the fastest lap.
So
You got nothing to lose, so you might as well.
yeah. But yeah, ILR races overall, I don't really know about that. I don't know how many races there were in the first season.
I believe it was the what was it, 19 back in 2016?
Yeah, I think it was. No, 21 was it not, like, overall in the game, but...
Oh, right.
Sure.
I don't know, there's
I'll
too
get
much
to that.
maths, I only got to see.
Yeah, we'll have a... Sure. Okay, so there was... I think there was 10 races that season, I think, yeah.
10. I mean, we can get, if you want to say in the chat if you know, because we're a bit clueless.
Yeah, let's just try and figure this out. How many ILR races have we seen overall?
Is there any mathematicians in the...
So in season 1 there was 20 races, I know that much.
Yeah, what? Yes, you come in! Sorry, carry on.
Fastest lap is needed right now.
Come on.
Yeah, 20 races in season 1, then it expanded to 3 tiers, and there was... I think we did the full 20, so that would have been 60, so we would have done 80 after 2 seasons. Season 3 we got another tier, but we only did 19 races for each tier, so that'd be 78 plus 158. And now we got 6 tiers. So...
wow.
Jeez. Okay, so
I saw him come out there.
So
he's gone straight onto the red and white. Nah, never mind.
There's been 2 race of champions, I think, maybe 3. So let's just say this is approximately the 180th ILR race ever. I don't know. In F1, I might be very wrong with that, but I'm gonna go with it.
I think you'd just better guess than anyone could ever come up with. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I just wanted to put it into my head how many races I've gone without a win, to be honest. But
oh dear.
But I think there's definitely been a lot. That's all I can say. But
yeah, like I say, any mathematicians, or maybe Mr. Jack Gooden himself, if he's still here, could enlighten us, help us out, because yeah, unfortunately everyone's having such a good race in the second half that they haven't bothered to race each other. But we can watch Wise now on his 4-lap old super sauce, so no fresh ultras or supers available left for him, so hopefully he can still set the fastest lap though. Ooh, yikes, he almost died.
He saved his ERS. He's using it all up now on the back straight. He's gonna have to nail this lap. He wants that fastest lap, or you would expect it from him, so no pressure.
Trying to figure out how many races I've done in ILR now.
A lot.
Let's see, 20 plus... Right, hold on. Let me quickly get some quick maths done. Quick maths, bam. Right, 20 plus 1 plus 19 plus...
What's is gonna get a point?
Oh!
The Haas drivers died!
Okay,
oh
so
no!
For anyone interested, including Race of Champions, this is going to be my 40, including like the 2 Race of Champions I've done as well. This, I think, is my 45th race I'll be doing today. What the diddly do? But yeah, that's Milan Italia. Only had 2 laps to go and binned it at the castle. Very similarly to Bill, I think. Did it exactly the same position as his car ended up, I think, isn't it? It seems like that. It seems similar.
So.
MK Bone's actually on a quick lap himself, just watching him a little bit, and Sim Milanitaji just left the session. Unfortunately, we won't get to see him finish, and no, I don't know actually, I don't know, will Weiss get a point? I don't know, he's a lap behind the nearest car.
Oh yeah, well no, I think he will, because he'll go around in this last lap now.
Well, he might crash
though. think we need to... Oh wait, no, it's a bit early. I was going to say we need to jump on board with Joe, but
Yeah.
one more lap.
And Wise
I'll
didn't set the fastest
keep on board
lap.
with him there. Oh, did he not? Oh, wow. Maybe he'll go again on the last lap, who knows. Might save up his ERS again. But Joe goes into the last lap, we'll keep on board with him, see if he manages to survive.
So then, that's 26 out of 26. It actually has flew by this race, not gonna lie, fair enough. I mean, the start was extremely hectic. It sort of all calmed down in the second half and they started to get a bit cleaner. But unfortunately the lack of a safety car on lap 1, thanks to the game just being a bit special, it did ruin the race basically. So we couldn't do much about that. I know it was a very unfortunate crash, but since so many people got involved with it because it was 3 cars landing in the middle of the track, what can you do? It basically ripped so many people off, so apologies for that, but I think we still had a pretty decent race.
Yeah, I mean, it's been alright. I mean...
Yeah, I can't say that I'm falling asleep, so... you know.
Baku always entertains.
Yeah.
Never boring.
I think we've probably already got invites for ILR3. I don't know how early they opened the lobbies for that, but I think we've probably already got invites to get in there, so we will need to do that.
Yeah,
So,
I think sadly interviews are going to be out of the question.
Yeah.
Although I don't think there'll be much to say from the front 3, so no need to worry.
Yeah. But anyway, here we go then. Joe through the final corner, he comes.
Absolutely. So that last bit.
Absolutely dominant today. And as he comes up towards the line, Joe, really showing himself as a challenger contender, comes to the line to win in Baku. Brilliant performance of him. Here comes his teammate now as well to make it a Force India 1-2, and show that they are the guys to beat in ILR5. As he comes to the line, Carriage goes P2. What a performance from the Racing Point Force India team. There goes Bastos into P3.
Yep.
And everybody,
Yep,
get your ILR or Jamie flags or whatever the heck you've got ready, because here he comes, the man, the myth, the legend, Jamie, to come home to finish an incredible P4. What a performance from him. Here he comes. Yes! Nice performance from Jamie there.
Wow.
Erlandan comes to the line to come P5, and Noel, I don't know if he was trying to crash or whatever, but he finished P6, didn't manage to bin it, luckily. And here comes Sir Lane.
As Wass, I think he is going to finish in P10. Looks
Yeah,
like
he
he's
is.
got it there.
Yeah, he did. Little piece in DRS range of MK Bourne, so maybe a small glimmer of hope. But I just don't think he's close enough, unfortunately.
Minimal ERS, yeah. I think he's not close enough. It's not a Bottas Stroll situation. Sadly, we can't bring you.
And
That's Wass.
why he says
Mr.
Jack Gooding wasn't too impressed. We spent some time watching Weiss. So what better way to... I think he did as well, yeah. He might well have got it. He got his fastest lap personally anyway. But yeah. Yeah, Noel did try to crash, but he didn't manage to succeed. But hey, you've always got next week. But there's your podium then. Force India 1-2. And what an unstoppable force they look this season. In many tiers, it has to be said. But yeah, that'll be it then. Unfortunately for ILR5, that'll be us done. Because we don't want to be late and stuff.
Yeah. We have to experience death for ourselves.
Yeah, we get to crash for ourselves and all that. But anyway, we shall confirm at the finishing order. And also confirm if Wise got the fastest lap. He didn't. Oh well.
Did he not?
Noel got the fastest lap there. But anyway, here we go. Joe is the winner from Carriage, Bastos, Jamie, yes, Erlandine, Noel, Sir Lane, MK Bourne, Little Piece, and Wise. And your non-finishers, Sima Milan Italia, nailed it, Johnny, Gazaman, J-Bob, Fun Day, Sunday, Fun Day, Bill, Salah, Better Than Sniper, and Shapalili. And that has been your ILR5 Azerbaijan Grand Prix here at Baku. And hope to see you soon in ILR3. Hopefully you'll watch me and Josh have absolute master classes or disaster classes, whatever you really want to call it. But yeah, do join us then, and once again, make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, or else you're gonna miss the next race, aren't you? So we'll see you at 8 PM with 2 more races on a Thursday.